I have not always been the same person I am on camera. I try my best to be honest with you at all times when I'm not. I just want you guys to really know that I'm not better than any of you. Just because I have a YouTube channel does not mean I do not have struggles, and doesn't mean that I don't have feelings that bring me down or things that are part of life. But we as Christians are attacked from Satan. It's worse than just regular life. But then in a way, it's also good how God turns it into good, because those who love God, it will turn out better. But I'll be honest, I've said a lot of things that have been terrible, done terrible things. I am a very big sinner. I deserve the worst thing imaginable. In my heart, in my mind, I cuss, and so often it slips out. I get so angry, and I know it's not from God. It's not even from me. It's from Satan, and I don't want it. I need prayer for that, and I need God's grace. I would be an atheist if it wasn't for God. God's grace to not care what people think and what people do and judge. I've heard of people gossiping about my mistakes, and I have a very big anger problem, and I've had hatred. That was one of the worst feelings I've ever had when I heard those things, that when people gossip about me. But then I also have this war inside of me, love versus hate, and it's a very hard one. But guys, I have rejected the Holy Spirit so often. I've been like, no, I want what I want. I could keep throwing that at myself, all my mistakes. I could go on all day talking about everything wrong I've done, of how sinful I am and not worthy of God's grace, but yet He chooses to give me it. For a while, I have had a war to not being able to forgive myself. God forgave me, but I haven't. There are times where I feel like I am too sinful, that I cannot be forgiven. And then I hold that against myself. I hate myself. I literally have conversations with myself. I made a song about that. It's called Freedom for Myself. The song explains it better than I can do it in videos, but God sees a struggling teenager who He loves, who He wants to change, and wants to redeem, and wants to use, and wants to give grace, and wants to be in His everlasting kingdom. Same way with you, each and every one of us. And I can blame everyone else how they treat me, and how they're not doing that, and how they are doing that. Or I can look at myself. That's the better thing. Sure, they may hurt you, but do not let that break you down like I did. Take a lesson from it. And that was a very big battle that I had to get out of to be able to love and forgive them. And it's not over yet, obviously. I'm still gonna learn and grow. But with God's help, I'll get through it. So just love everyone who's hurting you. And honestly, I've been so suicidal, feeling like no one loves me. But I finally realized that love I'm searching for, that peace, that fulfillment, it's not anywhere to be found in this world. Only in Jesus. And if you haven't experienced that, you won't understand. But if you have found Jesus, you do understand. And I pray that if you haven't found Him yet, that you will, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. So I would be an atheist if I did not truly have Jesus. If I was doubting God, like literally not sure if He's real, like maybe not want to be Christian, like if I wasn't at all active in my faith, I would probably be an atheist just because of how people judge and how people are not resembling Jesus. And I feel like a lot of people go through that, but don't. That is not right what they're doing, but do not let one bad apple make the whole tree bad. Don't trust in man, trust in God. And if there's any of those kind of people in your life, if they're judging you, treating you bad, just pointing fingers like how you're doing so wrong and you're just never changing and stuff like that, look to God, pray for them, and let God change you, heal you. He has patience, these people don't. I'm not saying that you can just wait another year for you to wake up. No, you gotta get in the act. You gotta get active. You gotta grow closer to God, and be obedient and faithful to Him to let Him change you, and humble yourself to realize that you need change. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all so much, and keep me in your prayers. Thank you so much, and I'll keep y'all in my prayers as well. God bless you. Peace.